All right, welcome to week one. Like I was saying in my intro video, each week I'm going to have a short video. I'm going to try to keep them always under 7 minutes. Just kind of introducing what's happening for that week, maybe go over things from previous weeks, and just kind of give you a little bit of a guide of what you'll be doing. So let's start off with what you're going to be doing here in week one. Again, to get to week one, you're going to go over here to weekly content. It's the first week, so it's the only one that's posted. And like I was saying in the intro video, I always start you off with a little bit of an outline. So here's our outline for this week and what you should be doing. First thing is review the syllabus, which again you can find over here. Review the syllabus, make sure you understand it. Like I was saying in the intro video, I didn't spell everything out. I don't have every assignment due date. I don't have, it's not maybe as comprehensive as other syllabi that you've seen. And the reason is because this is an online class, each week I have everything listed out here. The due dates are all out here. It goes by week. So, you'll be able to keep up with that throughout the semester. But it still gives you a good idea to know a starting point with this class, where we're going with this class. So take a look at the syllabus. If you do have any questions, please message me. And again, you can get to messaging me here by going to my messages. Message me and let me know if you have any questions. Become familiar with Blackboard in this class layout. Well, you already started with that intro video. I kind of showed you around here, but click on things, mess around a little bit, figure out how you get to things, what things do here, especially if you're new to Blackboard. Spend some time here and really try to understand the layout. I know you're not going to, I'm not expecting you to be experts, but I want you to feel at least a little comfortable. And a lot of this you're going to learn as the weeks go on. You're just going to get more and more comfortable. But I want you to just make sure you have a general, basic understanding of how Blackboard works and where everything is in this class on Blackboard. Read chapters 1 and 2. This is very important. And don't save this. My recommendation is don't save this for Friday. Here's why. You have an exercise that's based on what you're going to be reading in the chapter that's going to be due, and you have a quiz that's based. It's 10 questions, which I'll get into in a minute, based on the chapters. So if you wait until Friday or Saturday, this is due on before Monday. So Sunday night, basically, this is when all your work is due. You're going to have to get all that work done Sunday. And I don't know what your schedule's like Sunday. Maybe that is an open day, maybe it's not. The point is, the earlier you get this reading done, the more time you'll have to space out your work. So I would suggest reading this, by Monday, Tuesday, at the very, at the latest, getting it read by Wednesday or Thursday. Because you're going to need, like I said, a few days to do it. It is a lot of reading. Like we were talking about, this class is only 8 weeks long. A normal class is about 15 weeks long. So I'm doubling it. So you have a lot of reading to do in 1 week. But that's part of the pro and con of taking an accelerated class like this. So get your reading done quickly. Make sure you're taking notes. And I'll get into this a little bit more, too, when I go into the homework for this week, how you should probably be reading these chapters. And then down here, what I want you to do is activate a free subscription that you can get to the Washington Post. So I'm going to click on this link right here. And this will walk you through, using your EDU, using your Hartford email address, how you can get a free subscription to the Washington Post online. You can do it through your iPad, your phone, or your desktop. Part of this class is you're going to be consuming news. You're going to be consuming media. So the Washington Post gives you the ability as a student to have access to their content for free. That's why I picked them. So sign up for them and just start reading some stories. We're going to do more with this as the weeks go on, but start becoming a consumer of news if you aren't already. Start reading the Washington Post. Read the top story of the day. You don't have to read the whole thing, right? There's too much for you there, but at least read what is the leading story of the day. Maybe find a story that's of interest to you. Maybe find a story that you wouldn't normally read, but that you want to just check out. Something that if you're always into entertainment, read something about politics. If you're always about politics, read something about art. I want you to try to start to see different stories and expose yourself. So there's nothing that's going to be due with this on this week, but I would like you to start reading news, and this will help you as this class goes on. You're going to want to start early by knowing current events. So that's what your outline is. Let's go to the actual homework here. And if you haven't figured it out yet, this little tab over here expands what's for your week, and then you can go side by side here to go to each piece that's here, or you can just click directly on it. So I'm going to click actually directly on this. It's chapters 1 and 2. So let's take a look at what this is. So like I said, you're going to have, this is part of your quiz. You have 10 questions. Each are worth 5 points. You only have 30 minutes to complete this, and you only get one shot at it. So once you open up the quiz, that's your only chance to take it. So make sure that you have 30 minutes blocked out where you don't have any distractions, where you don't have to go somewhere, answer the doorbell, whatever it is. You only got 30 minutes. So 30 minutes to complete these 10 questions, and each are worth 5 points. So here's, my suggestion to you. Read the chapters early in the week, highlight, take notes. Make sure you know what's in those chapters very well. And a big part of that, and I do this too, is just highlighting, right? Highlight stuff, make notes of things that you think are key parts. When you then take this quiz, you of course can use the book. It's an open book quiz. But if you at least read through it once, you'll be able to say, oh, I remember reading that, and flip back and be able to find it quickly. Or maybe a lot of the stuff you just know off the top of your head because you did read the book. If you don't read the chapter and you just try to risk it and do it and find the answers within 30 minutes, you might be able to do it, or you might struggle. Maybe you have a really hard time finding a couple of them. Well, that's 10 points out of 50. That's bad for your grade. So my point is, make sure that you've read it first, take notes, and when you feel like, all right, I know what's in these first 2 chapters, that's your time to take the quiz. I wouldn't risk just taking the quiz and then looking for the answers as you're taking it, because that's why I only gave you 30 minutes. You should know this pretty well, and the stuff that you don't know, you should be able to find quickly too. This will help you then again with your retention, and these will also be like notes for you as the quizzes go on. These are key concepts I think are important for you to know. So that's one of your assignments. I'm going to cancel out here. Let me go back to weekly content. Let's go. That was the quiz, chapter 1 and 2, and here's your exercise. This is worth 50 points. It's a writing assignment. It's not a story that you'll be doing, but it's a writing assignment. Go to exercise 1 on page 41 in your textbook. When you open up, you'll see it there. It gives you all the instructions. All you have to do is number 1. And actually, let me just show this to you right now. So here's your textbook. You probably won't be able to see if your screen is small, but this is exercise 1 right here. It continues on to this page. You don't have to do, and you can look at your textbook here, you don't have to do number 2, which says reaction story, 3, 4. You don't have to do those. You're only doing exercise 1 and those instructions, and then you're submitting it. I have it here. Submit it through a Word document, or if you do a Google Docs, make it public for me, or if you make it into a PDF, that's fine. But what I don't want you to do is just to submit it right here in the comments. If you just submit it right in the comments, it doesn't space anything out. It's too hard for me to read. So you have to, do it on something like a Word document and then attach it and submit it. And that's how you'll be submitting your work. For every assignment that we do, attach it as something like a Word document or something. All right, this video was a little bit longer because I had to explain a little bit more because it's week 1. You'll see as we start to go on, I'm not going to have to explain all this, step by step. I'm just going to tell you what you need to do, and you'll be able to do it. And we'll talk a little bit about, how the class is doing as a whole. But this is all your work. It's all due. If you look at the due dates, it's all due by Sunday, 11:59 p.m. If it's 1 minute late, it doesn't count. You lose the point. So get it done before then. But your quiz and your news story and all the work that I have you do is always going to be due by 11:59 p.m. Most stuff is going to be due by the following Sunday, like this one. Sometimes if it's like a writing assignment where it's a long writing story that you're going to be doing, you have a few weeks to do it. So you'll have, I'll have it due in 2 weeks or 3 weeks, but it will still be always 11:59 p.m. or whatever day I have. That's the time. That's the cutoff. All right, that was a lot to get through. I hope I covered everything. If I didn't, or you're still confused about something, again, don't be afraid. I'd rather you be safe than sorry. Message me, say I'm just a little confused. I'm still not sure. I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of questions this first week. As the weeks go on, there'll be less and less, and you'll feel more and more comfortable. But hopefully that covers most of it. All right, message me if you have any questions. But other than that, good luck. Get your reading done quickly. And this is the first couple weeks are the harder weeks. As it goes on, the work is you're gonna have more work and have a lot more writing to do. But you're gonna know what you're doing, and I think it's gonna be a more fun project. So hang in there a little bit.